What is up, my nerds? It is Shane from the Nerdy Mind, back again with another episode. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you all for watching the videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know on what you want me to talk about next, anything that you find interesting. Share this channel with your friends, family, neighbors, acquaintances, some random dude on the street. Much would be appreciated. And to show love to anyone who's listening to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, thank you as well. Hit that follow button so you get updated on every new episode that is uploaded. And please do the same. You know, I know you enjoy listening to the podcast on your way into work or listening to it at work. I don't care. I don't judge. I listen to podcasts while I'm at work too. It passes the time. Why not? But yes, another thing. Before we get started, I want to show off something really cool. Really cool. Some say, who do not understand, I put a lot of time and money into the podcast. And some may think that it's stupid, but I do not. So there's one thing that I'm actually wearing right now that is very cool. I love baseball. Random, but yes, I love baseball. It is one of my #1 sports I love. Second to F1 racing. They kind of share the spot. Baseball and F1 racing. Football takes a back seat, probably second. But yes, I love baseball, and I love baseball jerseys. And so what I end up doing is finding a company to custom make me a baseball jersey for the podcast. Boom. The Nerdy Mind jersey with the logo, and I got my name on the back, number 28. That is the day I was born, 20th of March. So yeah, that is my lucky number because I wouldn't be here without that number. So yes, if you want your own custom jersey like this, the company is called fitg.com. FIITG.com. You have a son, daughter, pet that's on a team. You know, maybe you're an adult who's on a softball team, kickball league, chess match league, Yu-Gi-Oh league. I don't know, some type of league, and you need a jersey. Go check them out. Or maybe you're just like me, who's very nerdy and wanted something to have their overall channel affiliation on a jersey as well. Go check them out. It is FIITG, fitg.com. I have no affiliation with this company, not sponsored. I just like showing love to a company that makes quality products, and I have to at least acknowledge that. Now, we're not here to talk about jerseys. We're here to talk about something interesting, right? I would hope it's interesting. To me, it's interesting to talk about. And we're going to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, we're going to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're nerdy like me, and growing up, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was probably one of the #1 games you played. Back when I was a kid, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a lot different than it is now. I'll just say this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was simpler. When Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out, Yu-Gi-Oh! First came out when I was a kid. I'm showing my age here. And it was simple. If you don't know the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is you have monsters, spells, and traps. And then maybe fusion monsters within there. And it was as simple as that. You had strong monsters, weak monsters. You would overall normal summon monsters, which is like lay a monster down from level 1 star to a 4 star. And then if you got into any monster that was above that, like a 5 star to 6, you would have to sacrifice one monster that was on the field. Anything higher than that, you had to sacrifice 2 monsters. Simple as that. You had some monsters that combined together with a fusion, which is a polymerization spell card to create a strong monster or a specialty monster. Normal spells and traps. It wasn't that complicated. Now, things these days are like crazy. You know, you have psycho monsters and like XYZ and all kinds of crazy and you know, I can't understand half the stuff that's going on, but hey, whatever, to each his own. But that's when I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! And the whole point of this is that I wanted to say that Yu-Gi-Oh! Playing the game is a lot different than watching the show. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot as a kid with my cousin Tyler. You've met Tyler, you know, and he would always kick my ass. He kicked my ass a lot. And that's only really because, you know, he actually took the time to learn his deck, actually fit it together, right? You know, spells and traps and monsters all work together, where I was like Joey from the show and just loaded my deck with monsters and thought that would be fine and was wondering why I was getting beat half the time. Well, come to find out, he really helped me out. He gave me a lot of like overflow that he had. I built my own little deck, and then finally got some money together and bought my own starter deck, built it from there, and then got a little more competitive. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. But I started noticing, I rewatched Yu-Gi-Oh! The show, the cartoon anime. Would you consider it an anime? I'm considering anime. And I started noticing some interesting things. I started noticing that in the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh, they don't follow any rules. Any rules. When you played the game, when you bought like a starter deck, it came with a rule book. So you had an actual guideline to follow, and you all were under the same rules. Well, in the show, they essentially make up their own shit and go by whatever they want to go by. You know, there was this one scene where the first season they go to this island called Duelist Kingdom. They go to Duelist Kingdom, and there's a bunch of duelists go there for a tournament. And essentially, one of the things that really irritated me was field cards, field spells. If you don't know what a field spell is, essentially it's a spell card that changes the field on your side to, I don't know, let's say mountains, meadows. So you have a warrior deck, right? And you have a field spell that's a meadow. Some field spells allow that type of monster to get like a type advantage. Kind of like in Pokemon, how like electricity is stronger than water, you know? So it's not like that, but let's just say like kind of the same thing. Like it's a field advantage. So like a warrior on the meadow would get like a higher attack and higher defense over, you know, a water type monster that person had. They would need like a sea field like card or something. I'm making shit up as I go, as I did in Yu-Gi-Oh! But so there was this one character in particular. I remember he essentially was like on the island. He was hired to like battle other duelists and steal their star chips because they needed to collect like 10 star chips to go to the semifinals and battle Pegasus, who was like the protagonist of that season. Didn't like the guy. That's for another conversation. But he essentially played with like Fiend and Dark monsters. And he had this one spell card, this field spell card, that like casted a dark shadow over his side of the field. But what was bullcrap about it is that they use like holograms. They use like, why did I say holograms? They use this holograms, and so when he played this spell card, it casted a complete shadow over his side, and you couldn't like see what he was laying down. You couldn't see the monsters that he was placing or the spell cards he was placing. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, that's a load of shit, because how the heck are you supposed to freaking know what he's playing or what to defend against? I'm like, that's like cheating right there. And then in the same match, Yugi, and this is the whole point why I say Yugi cheats. He top decks. I consider top decking. Like a magician is really good at shuffling the cards so that like they can actually make the trick work. And I feel like Yugi was really good at magic because he was calling it the heart of the cards. Every time I use the heart of the cards, I never get anything I need, you know? If anything, it gets worse when I use heart of the cards. He would use heart of the cards and he got exactly what he needed because he was top decking. He was pulling things out and putting on top. I wholeheartedly believe it. So he would pull something. So one thing, it was like a barrier, or I think the guy, he had like this barrier where like Yugi couldn't attack him, but then he used the spell card Swords Revealing Light.
Stop! Stop it! I can't stand the light!
So if you don't know what Swords Revealing Light is, I'm getting into a lot. I'm getting like in deep with Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Swords Revealing Light essentially is it defends your side for 3 turns. So the person cannot attack, regardless, cannot attack for 3 turns. So the guy had the barrier, he had the Swords Revealing Light, so he couldn't attack Yugi. And then the guy also not only had the field advantage, he had like this castle above to like give his monsters like a boost, like attack boost and stuff. Well, Yugi, the guy was like, once this sword is, hold on, he talks like this.
Once the last sword is done, I'm gonna win.
He literally sounded like that. It was kind of weird. And Yugi was like, no, you're wrong. Once the sword is, or hold on, I'm missing something. So like, he was like, once the sword is done, I'll be able to attack and you'll be defeated. And Yugi was like, wrong. I'm going to attack your castle. And the castle wasn't like even an attackable thing. So he like attacked the castle and the sword was like done. So his turn ended and like all the monsters below him. So he's like, see, now your castle's in shambles, and the sword like removes and like starts like coming down and like crushes all the dude's monsters. And
my turn is over. Run, monsters, get out of the way!
It's no good. The Chaos Shield is keeping them from running anywhere. You've trapped them all inside.
And, like it ends the turn, like ends the game. And I'm like, what? He's like,
how did you do that? How?
And I'm like, yeah, how did you do that? Like, that is not how the game works. That's not how the game works at all. I'm like, you just made up that, and like you're just making things up as they go. Another thing was like when it was Yugi versus Mako, who was like a sea dude. Another character who uses a field spell and like used the moon as like had a moon card and used the moon to raise the tides, and all his monsters hid in the water so you couldn't attack them. I'm like, this is some bull, man. Like, how are you supposed to kill anything if they just hide? Like, it's not cool. Like, they could be like level 300 monsters, and he's like, I can't kill them because they're in the water. And that's besides the point. Like, and there was another one like where like Joey used Time Wizard to when he was fighting Mai to weaken her harpy ladies, like made them really old because he used time magic, and they were like around for millennia, so they turned to stone. And this is where another part where Yugi cheats. I'm just going off in like a bunch of tangents on why. This is one of the biggest ones. So Yugi and Joey both make it to the semifinals, and Joey was whooping Yugi's butt like bad. He was whipping his butt, and he got pretty good because Joey actually sucked at first. And I think I think Yugi would have lost, but Yugi being Yugi, he's the main character, so he has plot armor and also cheats. So Joey had Time Wizard plus his baby dragon and was going to use time magic to overall make his baby dragon into 1,000 years dragon, and then I guess the Dark Magician would grow old and die. But what happened was Yugi was like, wrong. My Dark Magician has stayed in this state of learning for the millennia and has become like the Dark Mage or something, like something crazy.
That time warp did age my Dark Magician. But it made him stronger, not weaker. And with age comes great wisdom. 1,000 years of wisdom that have transformed him into the Dark Sage. And
Joey's like, okay, that's weird, but I'm going to attack you. And he's like, well, too bad, because the Dark Magician uses Wabaku, which Wabaku is like a spell card to negate attacks. And he's like, Wabaku, I didn't see you play anything. He's like, you're right, he didn't, because Dark Mage had learned Wabaku from the millennia that he had slumbered or something like stupid. I'm like, what? Like that is ridiculous. Like, you're now just making up things. You're just making up stuff as you go now. Like, I was like, this is ridiculous. And it wasn't until like they went to like the second season, Battle City, where they started actually like implementing rules, like actual rules from the game. Like in season 2, they actually started sacrificing monsters and not like top decking strong ass monsters from their deck. Like in the first season, Kaiba, who's one of the side characters, if not one of the other main characters, would top deck a Blue Eyes and like summon that off the rip. And I'm like, what? To think, if I had a Blue Eyes in my deck when I was playing my cousin, I wouldn't be complaining. I'd be summoning all the strong ass monsters that I had, and we would just be going at it. Honestly, I probably would have had more rage quit moments, because if there was no rules, like if we followed the same rules that Yugi and them did, I mean, it would just be straight up utter chaos. It'd be straight up utter chaos on our table, because I'd just be making stuff up. Tyler would be like, this card attacks your card. I'm like, nope, can't. It learned natural defense. Yeah. He read a book and learned natural defense, so you can't attack him ever. Ever. And then we'd just be fighting, like actual fist fighting because of that. But I thought it was funny though I think when they went to season 2, that maybe people were complaining. They're like, hey, the show's pretty cool, but like it'd be kind of nice if the characters actually followed the same rules that we had to do in real life. And they're like, you're right. Yeah, I also thought it was pretty funny though, especially because like in the show, like they used the holograms, that I noticed that like anytime they would like attack each other with like extreme like strong monsters, they always like had this 4D, almost like 5D experience. I don't know what a 5D is, but like a 4D experience where like crap was like flying at them, and like the stand there, they're like, oh my god, I'm about to like, it's like seriously, they're like and like flying back and stuff like that. I'm like, isn't it like a hologram? Like, how isn't it like just light? You know, light would be flashing. Like, oh, I'm kind of blind, I can't see right now, but damn, that kind of sucked. But like, I didn't understand like how they like had all like the holograms had like the 4D experience with like wind and stuff like that. It was kind of weird. Besides the point, but yeah, Yugi was a big cheater, and Yugioh was very interesting overall as a show. And it is honestly, watching it just made me laugh more and more as episodes went along. I'm like, cheating, 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 cheating. You know, it was very funny. And yeah. But, I mean, that's all I really have. It's a really short episode, but I really just wanted to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! And overall that topic. There's a lot more things coming out, and a lot more things we will talk about. I'm working on getting a guest, you know, either Tyler or Zach to come on. Zach, if he comes on, I definitely want to talk about some Fallout. I watched Fallout on Amazon Prime. I don't know much about Fallout. But Zach does. He played the games. I did not. I never got into that. But I watched the show, and the show was very nice. It was really cool. What is coming out? Ooh. Definitely catching up on some anime. I've been watching Demon Slayer, the new season, the Hashira training arc. Kind of spoiled it for myself. I know how it ends, but it's very fun. Definitely want to watch that. I've been watching Black Clover. I've been powering through that. I'm at a point right now where I don't know if it's like filler because I'm kind of bored. They're kind of dragging their feet, and I kind of want to get them back to action. And I can only digest this so much because Asa, the main character, yells a lot. And nothing against, I know anime yells, but like, I mean, like, come on, he's a little extreme with it. Oh, Solo Leveling Season 2 is coming out soon. I am really excited for that because if you have not seen Solo Leveling Season 1, go watch it. Hands down, it is a banger of a show. It definitely had me on the edge of my feet, edge of my seat, and it was definitely interesting concept to a game or a concept to a overall show. Yeah, definitely go watch it. A lot of action, good action too. You definitely root for the main character. I'm excited for season 2 and how it overall progresses. Ooh, Sparking Zero, the game, Dragon Ball Z game is coming out. I'm really excited for that. You know, we haven't had a quality Dragon Ball Z game in a long time. I'm talking like Budokai, like Tenkaichi's game in a while. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm gonna buy that, play my cousin in that. I think I'll win this time. You know, Tyron was gifted a lot, and I'm kind of pissed because my childhood was just like in second all the time. I was behind him in second all the time. There's only one thing I'm better at him at, and it's racing games, and I take pride in that. But and I was good at Madden. I was better at Madden than him, but he didn't really play Madden like that, so I can't say anything. Like if he played me in 2K like basketball, he would whoop my butt. But whatever, you know. But I've been, you know, I'm really excited for the Sparking Zero. I've been seeing things for it. It looks so good, and there's so many people so hyped for it, so I'm excited for that. I started up the gaming channel again. Well, it never left, but if you can't see, I got my monitors in for my gaming setup, so I'm excited for that. Sorry, Goose is like click-clacking around. I think he has to go to the bathroom. So we'll end up soon. We'll end it here soon. But yeah, I got the gaming setup all finished. Check out the Nerdy Mind gaming channel on YouTube. Please like, comment, and subscribe on that. I really do appreciate that. Definitely played some Yu-Gi-Oh! Earlier. Got to upload that video. And overall see that I sucked on there. Yeah, I did. I was rusty. I was really rusty. You kind of seen a trend that I suck at a lot of games. You don't need to be good at games, okay? As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. Jeez, get off my back. But yeah, I was playing that game, and I was playing a little bit with 2 different decks. I was playing with like a mech dragon deck, which is one of my favorites, and then a spellcaster deck, which I love as well. Getting my butt Tukas handed to me pretty well, and yeah, and I would definitely want to play some more games, uploading more videos, and going to start streaming soon. I don't know what day I'm going to start streaming, but I'm going to stream either Friday nights or Saturday morning, afternoonish. Don't know yet. Still working out. Going to talk to the wife about that. And then go from there. Yeah, but I will upload gaming videos as well of other things. But yeah, go follow me. Excuse me. Go follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. the Nerdy Mind. I upload so much stuff on that channel, on Instagram and TikTok. That is like my main channel. I don't even use my personal Instagram or TikTok anymore. I mainly focus on the Nerdy Mind. I upload a lot of funny stuff. I've been creating a lot of different things. You know, when you see like people like do those memes, meme videos, like they cut like people out from the movies and like they have like a special scene. It's really funny. Yeah, I've been making my own of those, and I've been finding them pretty funny. I'm also going to start uploading more little clips of the gaming channel. Like I said, I played a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to upload some more of that. Go follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube shorts of at the Nerdy Mind Gaming. Would greatly appreciate that. Please like, comment, and subscribe on the channels. Let me know what topics you want me to talk about. If I don't know it, I will gladly watch it, read it, learn about it. I'm always interested in learning new things. If I haven't talked about something, I love watching new things, especially suggestions from people. Suggestions on games you would want me to play or watch me play. Spooky season's coming, so you might get to see me play a lot of maybe scary games. I am not a scary game person. I am not a horror person, but for you, I'll do it. I am entertaining. I will definitely make you laugh pretty good while I scream and poop my pants running from creepy crawlies. But yes, overall, thank you all for watching, and thank you all for listening. As my classic sign off, stay nerdy, my friends.